Okay, I spent my weekend reading the new 2025 tax law, and I'm about to share everything that you need to know and nothing that you don't need to know. This is especially relevant if you have a million or more saved towards your retirement. So let's get right into it. First thing is that the current tax rates that were first presented in 2017 with that tax cut have now been extended through 2028. Not only have the tax rates been extended, but also the extra deduction that we currently have available, that's also going to continue through 2028. What this means in practical purposes is that all of the tax planning opportunities that were enhanced with the 2017 Tax Cut Jobs Act, those are available for us for another 4 years. And so whether it's doing Roth conversions or capital gain harvesting at 0% federal tax, or a number of other things, we're going to keep using those to the fullest extent possible for these next 4 years. You're going to hear more about that in terms of specific actions and recommendations that we have later this fall when we have our Q4 meeting around October, November. So keep a listen for that. Okay, second thing I want you to be aware of is that there is a new senior standard deduction. So this is in addition to the existing one, but if you're age 65 or older, you now have an additional $6,000 of deduction on your tax return, which is great. And if you're married filing jointly, it's $12,000. There was a lot of talk before this law was passed that there would be free Social Security. I'm here to share that we do not have free Social Security, but that deduction will help lower your tax bill. You do not need to be taking Social Security in order to be eligible for it. And there actually are phase outs, which I'll now show on the screen. So depending on your income, whether you're single or married, if you have sufficiently high income, you may get part of that deduction. If it's even higher, you may get none of it. This additional standard deduction is also going to be phased out after the end of 2028. Okay, third thing I want you to be aware of is that interest on automobile loans is now deductible, at least in part. So if you buy a US assembled car in 2025 or any year through 2028, the interest that you pay is deductible up to $10,000 per year. Now, there's again a phase out that will show here that if your income is sufficiently high, that deduction goes away. Fourth thing I want you to be aware of is that the SALT deduction is increasing. So SALT being state and local taxes. If you're living in a high tax state like California or New York, this is especially relevant. So now the deduction has gone from $10,000 to $20,000 for individuals and $20,000 to $40,000 if you're married filing jointly. So this again will last through 2028. Last but not least, clean energy incentives are going away entirely come September 30th of this year. So if you're planning on getting solar on your home or an electric vehicle, whether it be new or used, or you just wanted to get some energy efficiency upgrades for your house, you have until September 30th to still get the existing incentives. After that, they are gone. Lastly, some clients who are concerned about government finances and government spending have asked me how this new tax law affects government finances. The answer is it does not slow down deficit spending. It just doesn't. It does reduce government spending in absolute terms, but what it also does is it decreases taxes by even more than that, so that total deficit spending, or spending of money that we don't have, is going up over time. Okay, in terms of next steps, if you haven't already uploaded your tax return to Advise On, please do so in the coming weeks. It just gives us an opportunity to find all of those great nuggets for tax savings that we can use in the next few years. You can upload that to Advise On. What we'll be doing in the background is updating your financial plan with all these new tax changes. You don't have to do anything on that. And that's everything. That's everything you need to know and nothing that you don't. If you have any questions, by all means, reach out to us and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.